Hey guys, this is the Reptiles here. Today with Jamison.
Hi.
Sort of explain to us what we're going to be doing today.
So luckily Jake was in the neighbourhood, decided to swing by, so I'm going to make a really quick video and check out some of my vens. As you can see, got a fair few animals, so we're going to run through some of my favourites. Hopefully you guys enjoy, and yeah, let's get into it.
Awesome, let's begin.
Cool.
Alright, so we've decided to start with one of my personal favourites. What exactly do we have here?
Alright guys, so here we have, this is called Klutz black snake. So these guys are closely related to the king brown, so they get quite large, in excess of about 6 foot. This guy here is only a little juvenile, only a little 2, nearly 3-year-old. So these guys inhabit your black soil plains of your northern states, so Queensland and so on. Anything like your rabbits and rodents up there on the plains. So yeah, they're an awesome species, and yeah, definitely one of the vens we'd love to see more in the hobby because they're purely stunning. As you see, one of your favourites, one of mine as well. So yeah, they're awesome. Alright, so we've moved on to the red-bellied black snakes. So these are probably one of the most commonly known Australian lapids. Obviously for the red belly and the black back, so your red-bellied black snake. These guys are actually a local species around here, and we're fortunately and lucky enough to have them around our lakes and river systems, hunting frogs and rats and mice and stuff like that, and they're absolutely stunning. As me and Jake were saying quietly off camera before, they're absolutely beautiful. The black eyes and their black back's awesome. So they come sort of in 2 colour varieties. This is the Gippsland ones, they have the black nose, then we have the Queensland ones with the red nose, and they can also have white bellies as you move further up. So yeah, they're absolutely awesome, and I love keeping this species. Really worth the time and effort, especially if you're raising hatchies. So yeah, they're wicked. I'm assuming you have some sort of badass music over this while I talk over it. Oh, it's literally the critter cam intro, you know, the red belly goes up the snake hook. Alright, so here we have my first ever lapid, so the first ever species I actually kept. This is the lowland copperhead, or Ashlapis superbus, originally called. So these guys are another native species that we get around here in Vic, so we're really lucky to have in our ecosystem and eating our frogs and down our lakes and waterways and stuff like that. These are probably one of the quieter species of front fang venomous snakes, or lapids, that I've kept. Comparing this to something like an eastern brown, which you're going to see probably later on in the video, they're a lot quieter and a lot calmer to use, so probably one of the best lapids first time keepers. They come in a huge colour variety. So this is probably one of the more orange ones, as you guys will have seen off camera. I've got a pretty dark one in the room, which is nearly blue. So yeah, they're amazing at all different sort of colours. I've seen reds and blacks, and yeah, they're incredible. But yeah, I really like this guy. Really love the way they handle and the nature about them. So they're absolutely awesome snakes.
Hi, how are you?
Alright guys, so this is probably one of the more jumpier ones, as you'll see. This is the eastern brown snake, if you can't already tell. It's the one we talked about earlier in the video. These guys are really jumpy naturally. I've met a couple of calm ones, I'll say that, but they're naturally very defensive, very jumpy animals. This is a quiet one on its own. I've kept specimens previously which have been a lot jumpier than this. These guys again have a huge colour range. This is quite a dark one with an orange head. I've had brown ones. I've seen some up in Queensland which have been like electric red. So they're absolutely awesome, and again, one of the main ways you're going to identify them is those spots on the belly most eastern brown snakes have. So they're absolutely awesome. You get banded, unbanded ones. This is definitely not a species for your first time venomous snake keeper, so if you watch this at home, you're looking at getting into vens, definitely stay away from eastern browns. This is definitely more after a lot of years of experience, and even a lot of mentorship, so watching people handle them. They're very, very flighty. Jake and everyone saw me catch this before we were going to film this episode, and he is probably the only snake I own which comes out of the cage on his own, to say the least. So he's absolutely awesome. I do love him deep down, but as I said, you got to be really careful when handling him because they are very jumpy. We've had to reshoot this multiple times because he's jumped around a fair bit. So to give you a quick idea, yeah, they're awesome. So yeah.
Beautiful snake.
Yeah.
Its head's really cool too.
Yeah, I love the black and orange look. I've seen a lot of dark ones, seen a lot of orange ones, but I've never seen the black on orange like this. And yeah, when I was offered this from a good friend, shout out to you, you know who you are, you watch Jake's videos. Yeah, it was absolutely awesome. So yeah, wicked species. Alright, so now probably onto the smallest species of a lapid that I keep. This guy's obviously well known. This is your death adder. So here we have a northern death adder. So this is the prey longest species. These guys are absolutely awesome. I never thought I'd be a death adder person. I was always into vens, which I like to handle and get hands on with. Death adders being so small and compact, laying a hand on them is obviously a massive risk because they are super quick, one of the fastest striking snakes in the world. They say death adders strike speeds as fast as human blink. So literally you blink, you miss it sort of thing. Imagine that, you got your eyes open, blink, you bit. So yeah, it wouldn't be fun. So yeah, I don't really lay handle these guys at all. As you say, this is how I'm handling them now. This is how I handle them all the time. Yeah, these guys are absolutely awesome. I love setting them up in naturalistic setups. So lots of leaf litter, watching them burrow, come out overnight. They're, you know, I reckon they're actually more of a nocturnal species. These are really active at the night time. And I love coming out and watching him out in the room, doing late night feeds and stuff like that. He's really, really cool. So yeah, love the adders. Something I want to get more into with the Dajaras and the albinos and stuff. I really want to keep more of these. So yeah, that's the Northern Death Adder. Alrighty, so here we have another one of the Lapids that I keep here outdoors all year round in Melbourne. These are the Eastern Tiger Snakes. So I've had this one here for probably a year now. This is actually one of the better looking ones. Got that nice yellow belly, as you guys can all see there. Actually puts on a really pretty good hood display. Hopefully put it down. We'll get a bit of a look at that. Yeah, that one there. These guys are probably my favourite species to keep. I've never had sort of any trouble feeding them at all. They are pretty much from the get-go. They jump straight onto the mice and they don't stop, and they just pump and grow. As you can see, this is one chunky snake at the moment, so they're nice and healthy. How good's that hood? I mean, they're just the coolest snake species. And they come in such a massive variety. So this is probably one of the Easterns, so one of the ones you sort of find locally around here. Then as you move further up to WA, you get the high yellows, and then as you move across the coast, you get sort of more like a goldy band, and then if you move down to places like Tassie, you get all kinds of ones. You know, you get black ones, yellow ones with black heads. If you move across to the island, so Chapel Island, you get like a gold colour with a black head. Bruny Island, you get like a white with a brown speckle. So tigers, which is sort of, I think, why they're one of the more popular species for ven keepers to keep, because there's literally something out there that tickles everyone's fancy. For example, I know Jake's a big fan of the yellow on this animal, whereas I like the Brunies, that nice white colour with the blue heads. So yeah, they're absolutely awesome and really easy to keep. So all year round they live outdoors down here with me in Melbourne. So got the big water tank here behind us. That's all I keep mine in. It's just a water tank with a lid on it. So yeah, these guys are absolutely awesome, and yeah, I love them. Jake loves them. Everyone sort of loves the tiger snakes. So yeah, wicked.
What's your favourite one?
Yeah, what's our cameraman's favourite one? Cameraman on the spot. What's your favourite snake?
The Taipan.
Oh, there we go. You're a coastal Taipan supporter.
It's the friendliest one. He's scared of all the other ones.
And Jake's favourite? Oh.
Ooh, I don't know. I mean, like the collarettes in terms of colour and everything.
Yeah.
But then I think I just like the Redbellies still.
The Redbellies?
Yeah.
And you're my favourite, the coastal Taipan. So yeah, absolutely awesome. But anyway, I'll put this snake away and we'll move on to the next one. Alright, so we're ending the video on probably my favourite snake in my whole collection, and probably one of my newest Lapids in the whole collection. I picked up this girl last year. This is the coastal Taipan, so the third most venomous snake in the world, third most land animal, the most venomous land animal in the world. These guys are probably one of Australia's largest Lapid species, with some specimens. I know Tony Harrison had a 9-foot long male. This girl will probably be about 2 metres now, because I'm about 6'1", and as you can see, she's probably just a bit taller than I am. This is only 4 years old, so to give you an idea, the Klutz black we bought out at the start of the day was 3. So in another year he won't be this big. So she grows really, really big, really, really quick, and is eating massive prey items. So it won't be long before I reckon she'll be on bunnies the way she's downing large rats at the moment. She's absolutely huge. These guys have a really nasty reputation for being extremely intelligent and working things out really well. I've seen posts on Facebook of guys who keep this species and have had them wait at the door of their enclosure exactly on feeding day within the hour they get fed. I've seen them figure out how to open doors. I've seen them feed individually, so you can keep multiple species or specimens in one enclosure. For example, I knew a guy who had 3 in one enclosure, and they would wait for their 1, 2, 3 rats. He wouldn't just throw one rat in there and they'd all just dive bomb on it. They'd wait. It was pretty scary. And I believe it's true. This is one really, really smart animal. She's always working me out. She's always backing up. But I'm really lucky in the fact that from a hatchling, she was handled a lot, which has brought her to be really calm, really placid, and a good nature. So I always try and be calm and smooth and slow with my movements with her, keeping her cool, calm, and collected. Because let's face it, I don't really want a 9-foot long, angry, venomous snake chasing after me. So if I can keep her calm and easy to handle like this, that's the goal. And yeah, she's absolutely stunning. As you can see, the reds on her are quite magnificent. She's actually a really, really beautiful snake, and one of the better looking specimens of a coastal Thai I've seen. And yeah, I'm really proud to own this snake, and she's probably the crown jewel of sort of my collection, in my opinion. Not to most people, but definitely mine. So yeah, she's absolutely awesome. So that kind of wraps up our video. It's sort of a brief look at sort of my collection and some of the Vens that I keep privately. I know Jake's got a few plans for a couple other videos on crocodiles and that sort of stuff here, so look out for those. And I guess if you guys have any other questions about Vens, or if you want to see more about Vens, such as keeping and how to set stuff up, I guess you'll let Jake know and he'll let me know, and next time he's in the neighbourhood we'll rendezvous something up. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Thanks guys for watching. Thank you for letting us come around and filming this video.
Yeah, you're welcome.
As Jonathan said, more future videos coming from right here, so stay tuned for that. As he said as well, if you have any questions, let him know in the comments below. But besides that, thank you.
No, thank you.
And we'll see you in the next one. Yeah.
See ya.